Hi YouTube, I'm Tandy, the Pioneer Guy. I've recently made a Patreon where you can help me make content full-time. That Patreon link's going to be in the description below. If you like the video here on YouTube, make sure to hit the like and subscribe button at the end. Thanks for watching. Alright, let's keep. If they play a creature on one, we'll Stormcarved. If they don't, we'll probably just play Hall. Well, now I kind of still want to play Stormcarved in case they're spirits. Alright, well now I'll just play Spirebluff. That just fixes all woes. What's up, Nadu? Doing pretty good, man. How are you? Doing alright, Apex? Or Ape shit. Hope you're doing well as well. Alright, consider this. You dead. You basic. Consider this. You basic. No shredding. Just all removal all the time. Trade Routes is a cool card. Many of y'all probably don't know what it is because it doesn't see play in older formats too often, but it was a pretty sick one when it was in Standard. Even by today's standards, it looks like it might be kind of bad. But I'm just going to say go. I don't know. Just hit my land drops. Don't play into counter spells if I don't have to. Uses a charm to protect us from a planeswalker. Yeah, I mean, in a perfect world, Modelo, like, this deck would want to play 2 Prismari Command probably. But the format is too fast for a 3-mana interactive piece. Even getting the mana back is just not good enough most of the time. I mean, Prismari Command's a great Magic card, though. Don't get me wrong. And I could be wrong. Like I said, like a 1-in-1 split seems kind of cool. Just gonna keep on keeping on. Make sure I have double counterspell up here. If they play like a Deluge or something, I might Pierce it to just try to stall them on mana sources. All right, well now the Castle Ardenvale is gonna tip our hand. It's gonna make us interact. Play Chart, we'll just discard a removal spell. Or a Phoenix if we draw it, I guess, but probably just the removal spell. Jones veto. That's fine. Can't do anything about it. Alright. If they don't do anything, I'll probably Izzet Charm, draw 2, discard 2. Just get rid of some of these extra removal spells. Alright. I guess I want to keep Flameblessed Bolt because of Wandering Emperor. I think I'm going to play the Opt. Spell Pierce doesn't stop Emperor anyway. I don't think there's a 6-mana thing I'm too worried about. I'm like kind of afraid of Shark at the moment now. Let's play Iteration, see if they absorb, and then I'll play Cruise after. Alright, so let's go Shredder in hand. Cruise. Play Cruise for 1. Play Ledger here, hold up Pierce. Alright, big Typhoon. I think I'm going to probably Axe here main phase. Because it's so big. Pitch the land since it enters tapped. No, Modelo, the incentives are different. And Modern is a faster format than Pioneer, but it is kept in check by interactive elements. The interactive elements in Pioneer are weaker, but they are still good. But those interactive elements need to be cheap enough to slow the game down. And Prismaric Command is in a spot where it's no longer good enough to interact on that turn, if that makes sense. All right, if they go for Absorb, I'll probably Pierce. And then play Cruise. You need your like. There's not a ton of artifacts running around. Kolga's Command was a staple in Modern because killing an artifact was pretty good. Killing a creature, most of the creatures had 2 toughness or less. That's not the case necessarily in Pioneer either. So the deal 2 part of Prismaric Command is a bit worse as well. It's so strange that Prismari and Kolgon share like 2 of the best modes, but in Modern, like, you know, killing an artifact is just much stronger than in Pioneer. No worries, Modelo. Glad to help. Are there any free spells in Pioneer? Not really. If there are, they don't do anything. They're like 0 mana artifact, do nothing. I'll keep this one. Probably discard the Impulse. They play Wandering Emperor, that means they're not killing the Crackling Drake with it, so that's fine. Yeah, returning a creature on Kolgun's Command was also pretty good too with Snapcaster Mage, and that's just not a play that's available to you in this format, really. Narset? Alright, let's see if they are able to find something. See what they get. Impulse not hitting Narset's a big deal. Maybe this should just be Strangle. Since it can kill Narset, it can kill Planeswalkers in general. The Izzet speed has been good, though. It was really, really good against the Spirit deck we played against earlier. Wonder if I go for lethal next turn. Deluge? If this is just Verdict, okay, that's fine. Well, that means that the Wandering Emperor wasn't that big of a deal anyway, because they had the Verdict anyway. I think I'll haul and attack the... Oh, no, I'll just Bird. Then we'll Cruise post-combat. We'll leave 1 card in the graveyard. That way we can make our next cruise cost less. Alright, main phase the Deluge. Okay, Smith, we went 3-2 in the last league with a slightly different version. This is round one of the next one. Alexander Weber, MTG. Yeah, thanks for the raid, friend. Welcome, everyone, coming from Alex's stream. Hope you had a good one. We're going to play Shredder. We're going to Iteration. That's fine. Let's see, we'll go... Let's see. Iteration in hand, Phoenix to the side, and cast Phoenix. Battle for 6, and now they need exile effects for these two Phoenixes. We still have the Hall of the Storm Giants potentially being problematic. Still got Iteration and Cruise on backup. Only 20 cards left in library. This definitely needs to be considered. Holden says, welcome back. Thanks for having me. Glad to be here. Vacation was nice. We actually spent the first like 45 minutes of the stream talking about vacation. It was fun. And eating lunch. All right, thanks, Alex. Iteration. We'll go Phoenix in hand, Shredder off to the side. Maybe I should have just cast another Phoenix and kept Shredder in hand. So I went for a Verdict last turn, so I'm just going to play another Phoenix here. Since we can't play another spell to trigger the Shredder, since we've already played a spell. And I don't want to... The Treasure Cruise costs too much at this juncture, I think. Alright, so they're going to go for Wandering Emperor on a minus on the Arclight, and we're going to Impulse it. And now next turn we start with Cruise, but we'll probably be able to turn on the Phoenixes. Forgot you're back and watch bad animes instead? I'm sorry. I tweeted about it. It's about all I can do. I don't have your number to text you. I'm sorry. I would, though. Steven Sequels, thanks for the follow. If you came over here from Alexander's stream, make sure to hit the follow button if you like Pioneer stuff. And if you're on my channel, go check out Alexander's stream next time. Make sure you go give him a follow. Next time they're live. 6 mana, 7 mana. Flashback Deluge. Alright. Fine. Amriel says there's a Patreon level of Todd texts you personally when the stream goes live. That is not true, but we could make it happen. I also started a little late today, Holden. So even if you checked at noon, I wasn't live yet. I started at 1. Holden says only take calls. Well, that's pretty fucked up considering the world we live in, where you know, every other call is a spam. Blue Week, thanks for the follow. Foretold number, enter the exile zone. Okay, so they foretold something. What could that possibly be? Is it just Epiphany? I have no clue what that card is, chat. All right, we'll start with... Actually, for mana conservation, we'll start with the Opt. We'll go bottom on the land. Consider, we'll connive. I'm probably just going to pitch the axe. I shall pitch the pathway. No, we'll keep the iteration. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. All right, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. We've cast 3, right? Let me just double check. We went Opt, Consider, Cruise. All right, so we can activate Haul and attack. All right, so 10, 13, 16, 17. 9, 7, 16, 17. Okay. If I had discarded a spell and was one short, I was going to be mad. I just like didn't even count earlier. All right, do we get to see what the foretold card is? I think you do on real life, but you don't on Moto, which is a bummer. I really wish they would just make everything fucking mirror real life, you know? This feels bad. I just want to have that info, you know? All right, Negate comes in, Fry comes in, Dispute comes in, Chandra, maybe Narsets. All these removals come out. Got one more to come in. Uh-oh. Maybe a Braid? Maybe we leave in Flame Blessed? We did that anyway last time, right? Probably Doomscar. Could have been Doomscar, but I want to know. You should be able to see after the game. I mean, I couldn't. I looked. Well, the rules only exist for real life tournament play, Thunderwunk. And that's what I'm saying. That's why I wish it was the other way. I wish that they mirrored instead of like, oh, we randomly make it not do that on Moto because this reason. Alright, Sans okay. So to Steven's tab, since we don't have any use for the mana on 1, the only way we get punished is if we draw like running lands that enter tapped if XYZ, and I still think it's better to just not take the damage. Random things like Cave and Castle Ardenvale can give you trouble if you're not careful. Looking for a threat. If they want to counter this, I'm fine with that. I'm going to keep the land. I don't mind the land. We got Sokenzan technically as a threat. Just Spirebluff. We'll play that instead. Now, most people here, I think, would like play Charter Course, but I just want to hold up counter spells. You know? I don't want them to just have a free window to stick something scary. Rest in peace or whatever. Cycle Shark Typhoon now is a godsend for me. We don't have a lot of ways to deal with it at this point. Just like one Brazen Borrower, one Otawara. Right. Scooter, the only reason it's programmed like that on MTGO is because it doesn't say reveal. It's because the card literally doesn't say reveal. I guarantee you that's the only reason it's like that. All right, we'll go EOT Sokenzan. And if they play a Wandering Emperor in response, that's a bummer, but I guess it's just a 2-2. We can charm the 2-2 and then attack and kill the thing. I think I'm going to wait on the Phoenix. I have a feeling they're just going to do something at some point, and then I'm just going to play a flurry of spells, but I kind of want to burn my negate before I go for the combo stuff. All right, they missed a land drop. Perfect. We'll just keep hitting our land drops as long as they'll let us. They march a token. That's a big W for me. All right, let's go for a charter course. That's the talents. All right, I will negate. Maybe I should have gone for a draw 2 on this, huh? Test talents on chart of course. Okay, so we can just let that resolve. I'm gonna go for a draw 2, discard 2. I will discard 2 Phoenix and hope they don't have like surgical or something. All my charts are now gone. We'll play another haul. We have iteration op next turn. They have 5 cards in hand. We're gonna hit them for 7. We got to haul the Storm Giants threatening next turn. Well, so far, Izzet Charm looks great. But this is definitely a matchup where it's going to shine. I know, I was just joking, y'all. Come on now. Come on now. All right, so verdict, but we should be able to get them back as long as we don't get uber unlucky. All right, we'll put iteration in hand, opt. Bottom that. Actually, I'm just going to play another opt, and I'm going to save the iteration for next turn, I think. Nice. Since we drew the Spell Pierce. Now, if they go for the March, which I thought they had last turn, we have the Pierce for it, which will be devastating for them. And then they'll have to deal with both Phoenix and the Hall next turn, which they probably can't do. He was here earlier, Scooter, but he works, so my man got to eat. All right, now the question is, do I play around Settle? Looks like they're not even giving me the choice. It's fine. I'll just counter this so I can go for Hall without fear. Just shut it down. Shut it down! All right, easy 2-0. Easy 2-0. Keep this one. I'll probably consider on 1 looking for land drops. We're on the play, which is good news. Against Sol NBA Galade. Then mulligan to 6. You plan on playing in the next Pro Tour? I mean, if I qualify, I do, but I really want to do commentary for it. Commentary is my end game. It's been my end game for a while. I would love to be the expert that everyone's like, hey, Tandy, what you do here? And I'd be like, bitch, play that spell. You know? And then everyone laughs, like, classic Tandy. And then they pay me $1,000 or whatever, you know? That's what I hope, Hill. We'll see, though. I don't really like playing in the qualifiers too much. Sacred Foundry tapped. What the fuck does that mean? Maybe Heroic? Put it in my graveyard. I just want land. Opt is like a cringer. Shred it up. Burnley kept 7 lands? I don't think so. Not many burn decks play turn 1 tap Sacred Foundry. That's what I'm thinking might be Heroic, but Strangle. Okay, now it could be anything. Who knows? Alright, iteration. We'll look for... Okay, we found the land. We have Izzet Charm, so I'll probably go Phoenix in hand, chart on the bottom, land. Just play the land. Next turn we can go chart, consider, and if we draw removal, we'll kill something, or another card draw, we'll play that. Maybe we'll be able to play the Treasure Cruise. Fable, okay. But I want to keep the consider for now. Draw 2, discard 2. Pitch 2 Phoenix. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So consider a 6, 7. Yeah, so we can play the consider into cruise. We got to put this into the graveyard though. All right, we'll just smash. We'll give him the treasure for free. Did Saffron make that red-white deck in regular Pioneer? I don't know. Why are you exclamation point apexing? We are doing commentary for Apex Gaming Esports in July. Me and Ross Miriam will be doing that. Should be fun. I have a kitty at my feet. That's why I'm leaning down and petting. So sorry. Very distracted. She needs pet. She itch. Conclave Tribunal, huh? All right, let's go shred them up. Shred them up. Impulse, bro. We will pitch an axe. Now battle. Opponent's just playing red-white mid-range out here. Luminarch, sure. Another Tribunal. All right, we'll loot. I kind of want the other Hall. I think I'm going to discard Opt and Spell Pierce the Tribunal. Kill the Reflection. Opponent concedes. Easy game. 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 All right. I don't really know what's in their deck, so I don't really know how to sideboard. Get out of here. Get. It's like she was telling on him for bully. Keep, I guess. Nice, Scouter. Yeah, I don't mind trying it at some point in the near future. I will hold up Pierce / Impulse. Play Hall next turn. The likelihood of them not casting a creature here is pretty low, I think. All right, well, let's just Pierce this motherfucker. Well, now I know to bring in Abrade too, but I'm glad that I have the answer for that one right now. If they have a second Hearse, that's bad news. Okay. Very confused. This sucks. Like, my whole graveyard is just gonna be gone, you know? Just one short of being able to cruise. Guess I'll just go ahead and chart and just discard a land or something. Maybe I'll discard a cruise. Discard Spirebluff. I don't need that many lands for a while. I'll eventually hit 8 for cruise to cast it, I guess. I can maybe just cast it next turn. They might just save it to try to eat Phoenix. Yeah, they're just making it big. Alright, just gonna draw 3, I guess. I would do the Borrower. That can at least make sure the hearse doesn't straight up kill us. And we can maybe kill all the other creatures that would crew the hearse. And if they attack with it, then they might give us a window to be able to loot, draw, and put a Phoenix into play. But, I mean, at this point, you know, we can just cast them, so it's not a big deal. Chandra, that's scary. Guess I'll be cutting the anger, probably. Rest in peace. All right. I'll take 2. Fable. Okay. This costs how much to crew? 2. Bummer. All right, so we're going to take 6. They're threatening lethal, so we have to kill the Sun Scourge with the axe. So we'll discard the anger. Take 6 down to 4. We'll kill this. Attack Chandra. Use Borrow to bounce this if we need. Oh, wow. Thank you. All right, so let's go kill this. We can't do it. I guess I can get lucky. Gotta draw a land plus a thing to cast. Okay, well, we're not technically dead yet, so we're gonna keep playing. They need to find a creature to crew the hearse, or another way to deal us 2 damage. Yeah, it does seem like red-white cards are like deck. That's true. Mount is entered. This can crew after trigger. Dang. Do they see it? All right, they got me. GG. Well played. All right, we'll bring in the Abrades. Cut the anger. I kind of want the Crackling Drake too. Seems like they have a lot of removal after sideboard, the exiles. We'll trim a lightning axe maybe. Or maybe a flame blast bolt. I'm gonna trim an axe. Trim 2 axe. Wonder if I got it off in time. I have 61 cards in my deck. I did not get it off in time. Tilt. I don't think they have 1-drop, so I'm just gonna go ahead and opt here. Shred it up. Alright, Fable. That's fine. We'll just Flame Blast it. Alright, can't cruise yet. We'll be able to cruise next turn more than likely. If they play Hearse, they'll be able to eat our graveyard and make that not true, though. Or not a guarantee, anyway. Hey, I told you to leave me alone, and you come back for more? You come back for more, Ribbons? I'll show you, Ribbons! Silly kitty. Alright, that's fine. Gotta kill those. I'm gonna just pay him for my whole graveyard, I think. Just keep some things in there for later for another cruise. Alright, so they do have Den of the Bugbear, which is kind of gross. We do have removal for these two if we need, but I don't want to burn both my Abrades before they play a Hearse. But Hearse is starting to get worse and worse as the game goes. Alright, Archon. We can kill that one. Alright, let's go hit this. Pitch Phoenix. So that's 4. So if I Abrade for 2, I can cruise, I think, and get it back. Alright, so let's go Abrade. Just use all of it. Perfect turn. Perfect turn. Stomp's fine. Now the Den of the Bugbear, you know, that could be scary. Next turn we get to go Ledger Shredder. If I draw another spell, I can put Arclight Phoenix down too. Alright, so let's go Ledger. Just gonna play defense. We're at 18, so we can afford to have our Phoenix die and take a hit. Oh wow. This feels like they're gonna hit me with the old Hearse after attacks. That's a pretty bold attack. Sunscourge Champion? Okay. Well, we're maybe in business. Let's consider our options. Graveyard the land. We'll impulse this champion. Discard a Phoenix. Wow, perfect. And we'll bolt our own thing. We should have Flame Blessed it first, I guess. And even if they have a way to kill all the Phoenixes, we still have Hall plus Ledger. I say discard a champion, brought back champion to game 4. They don't block though, so they have to chump block this right now. Rest in Peace is 1 turn too late. Phil's Badman. Three, 6, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14. So let's force the chump. Limbo's bolted for impulse. Yeah, I saw it. I was gone for a week and some change, so it's been a pretty hectic last 10 days. I want to say that. So appreciate y'all coming back and hanging. Aw, I missed you too. Missed you too. Keeping this heater. Oh, the wedding was good. It was. It was. I was the best man in more ways than one. Just kidding. All right, Gigantha. They're probably the Prowess version. I'm gonna go ahead and use Flame Blast Bolt while I can before it gets too big. I'll save the axe for later. I'll almost definitely have another target later for the axe on a Phoenix. All right, I do kind of need to draw land, but maybe not yet. I don't need it just yet. I'll need it next turn, probably. Chick Barber meatball sub? That's a good question. I love me a meatball sub. Hallinan. I love me a meatball sub. I will take this damage. We might get spell pierced here. All right, we can play one opt. I need a land badly. All right, I'll wait a turn. I'm gonna iteration, look for land this way. Because if I miss, I just lose, I think. I will go Phoenix in hand, Sokenzan over there, Spirebluff, play it. And now next turn we're money. Next turn we're money. We can even axe again on our turn, pitching a Phoenix. All right, I don't want him to hit a Spell Pierce, so I'm just gonna go do this now. I should have hit the Soul Scar, I just misclicked, just playing too fast. Soul Scar is slightly better in the matchup, makes my Ledger Shredders a bit worse. Chick Parm for the win? I mean, they're fine. They're both great sandwiches. It's hard to go wrong with either. Consider this. Consider that. Bangarang! Phoenixo! Spritz Dragon? Spike filled you. Okay. Well, tippy top for my big boy. Tippy top for the big boy. All right, do I attack for any amount? I can maybe get chained off here if I'm not careful. But if I attack for 6, that means that they can't kill me next turn unless they kill Crackling Drake and have a chain of spells. And they can't save themselves with just a block. Because even if they block that, they're at 6. So I think the correct attack is both. But I do think that holding back 1 or 2 is defensible, depending on what you think your opponent could draw. But I think that the odds are chance is that they're not going to kill Crackling Drake and not going to be able to kill Den either. All right, so they can kill a Phoenix, and then they have to chump block the Crackling Drake. Let's start with iteration, and we'll look for a way to remove the Sprite Dragon before combat. Okay, we'll put Pierce in our hand and Haul off to the side. I'm going to go ahead and chart and see if we draw anything of relevance. Just discard a land, play the Haul. Attack with both. We have a Spell Pierce for a removal spell, so they should be dead, because we know that their last card is Gigantha. Wow, it was even Flame Blast Bolt. I'm very surprised they didn't main phase that earlier when we didn't have the ability to counter. I guess they wanted their Prowess creature to have an extra toughness, but the surprise factor is worse than playing around the counter, I think. But I could be wrong. All right, so the Gust, maybe the Abrade, maybe the Anger. I don't really want the Fry. Basically just kills Sprite Dragon and Ledger Shredder. The 1-drops are more important to kill. The red creatures are more robust. Harder to beat. I think Ledger Shredder is fine in the matchup. Izzet Charm and Spell Pierce can probably get cut. And I think I was cutting the Flame Blast Bolts because only dealing 2 is kind of a non-bow. And then I think I don't necessarily want the Abrades. They might have Hearse, though. Hearse is problematic. Maybe Borrower comes out for an Abrade. We'll do like this. And then I can maybe consider one more Abrade in over a Chart or an Axe. I do think Axe is good, though. Speed for Shredder's cantrip. They don't have enough blue cards. They don't have enough blue cards. You can't have too many one-sided interactive spells against a 2-color deck. You'll just you'll stumble and die. We'll keep this one. This might be one of those you fall too far behind too early. Wow. Leading on Riverglide is super good for me because I didn't want to play this on 1, but now I can. Right now it's just free. And now I can have red mana for turn 2 and play Opt. I can also just chart a course on 2, which is fine. But no 1-drop creature is super good for me. Hearst, that's what I was afraid of. Did I get the second Abrade in? I can't remember. I did not, so I only have the 1 Abrade for it. So it looks like we will just be doing nothing for a while. Doing nothing's your favorite? Yeah, doing nothing's tight. Cruise is going to be basically uncastable for the whole game, so we're going to go and kill Shredder before it gets a buff on it. I don't think that matters too much when I discard it, but we'll do it now. Enter Null Rod. All right, we're going to Opt. Bottom. I'm going to go ahead and play Crackling Drake. It's a big boy. Punishes the Hearst draw, the Hearst play. Next turn we can just cast Phoenix and attack. Definitely going to block if they go for it. Running Volley is brutal. Need removal. We're going to dig for it with Iteration instead of casting Phoenix. We'll do Opt in hand, Shredder off to the side. I'm going to shock. Okay. I'm going to shock because I want to play a draw spell, but also I can threaten that I have a removal or something. Sequin asks for no thing in the ice anymore. Well, I think that it's, you know, there's a good chance that Ledger Shredder is better than Thing in some builds and worse in other builds, you know? We're going to pitch Phoenix in the hopes that they don't activate the License Hearst to attack. And even if they go for a main phase eat the Phoenix, we can just discard another Phoenix next turn, maybe off chart. Okay. I am going to block. Take 5. I could have blocked the Sprite Dragon, but they only need 1 spell for that, whereas they need 2 spells for the other way. Graveyard on this one. What a fucking draw that is, eh? Spell pierce you. Am I getting double pierced? Or is it just going to keep the Sprite Dragon alive? Alright, we'll let him hit us once. Raggy. Alright, we'll discard another Phoenix. That way they're incentivized to activate the Hearst again instead of going for face. Oh, they discarded a land though. I will chart, pitch Phoenix. We'll go Chandra's Defeat on the Sprite Dragon. Alright, I'm just gonna hope they don't draw a creature. Oh wait, no, I guess I can hold back Phoenix to chump block. I will attack for 4. Great draws this round. It was a sick turn. Chandra's Defeat really flexing. But we're not going to attack with the Phoenix so we can block the hearse if they draw something that can crew. It does cost crew 2, so just one creature doesn't do much, but... Might be time for push again? Yeah, I mean, we saw Waffle Top already playing Dimir control in the challenge yesterday. So... I don't think we play push just for hearse, though. We'll discard an opt. Yeah, Waffle is very smart. Even when he's wrong, he's right. Wow, crazy. Crazy how the chains can happen with the cruises and such, yeah? We'll definitely block. Alright, let's just go ahead and eat our graveyard before they have a chance to. I'd rather keep the spells than get the connive on this turn, I think. Alright, looking for a way to kill Swift Spirit. Let's see, we'll take another... Let's see, we'll go... Gust in hand, cruise to the side. Alright, cruise gets countered. That sucks. I'm still gonna attack with Shredder. Just hope they don't play a creature that can crew. Sprite Dragon, scary. We'll discard Spirebluff. We can die here pretty easily. Alright, that's not lethal yet. Still not lethal. We're still at 1 if they don't hit land plus 1 mana spell. And we actually have lethal on our turn on the swing back too, which is nice. Well, I don't think we're dead, because I think they would have already gone for the kill since we're tapped out. So, good news, I guess. Alright, so we'll block. Alright, gust this boy. Play this boy. Discard a spell. I guess we did technically have to draw a spell, maybe? Maybe not. What a game that was, huh, chat? I guess I could still have a 1 mana bounce spell, but they would have played it last turn. Oh, yeah. But yeah, I cubed them up, seasoned them with salt, pepper, garlic powder, onion powder, and smoked paprika. And then put them on a roasting rack with a pan underneath and I'm gonna spritz them every hour with a little combination of hard cider, distilled vinegar, and sugar. It's a Goth Triumph, huh? It's been a minute. Been a minute since I've seen Zagolth. Fabled Passage. I don't really want to burn Izzet Charm, so I'm not gonna. I'm gonna shock, because I kind of just want to play Borrower. Could stream on the horizon. I was instructed by my wife to never monetize my cooking, because it's something that I really enjoy. And oftentimes when you try to monetize something you enjoy, it loses, not only does it lose its luster, but you just like stop wanting to do it. And I love cooking, so I'm just gonna keep on keeping on, I guess. Well, guess I'll just sit here with my thumb up my butt. Pics are nice. Yeah, I've been trying to post up my stuff for a while. I feel like that's like an easy way for me to not feel like I have to do it or whatever, you know? All right, so they went from 2 mana, didn't play anything. Now they played a 3rd land finally. I think I'm still just going to hold the Izzet Charm. I think next turn, if they don't play anything worth countering here. All right, Breath Decay is fine. I do kind of want to keep playing land drops, and I also kind of want to keep holding up Izzet Charm. It seems like they're maybe just Sultai mid-range, yeah. So I think I'm going to save this for like a Nissa or a Planeswalker of some kind. Something that could be problematic. I'd rather use this as counterspell. Older Gargaroth. That one's tough. We can kill it though. It just takes a lot of resources. We can play Cruise to recoup though. Alright, I'm just going to pay the full 5 and draw 3. Should have left 1 instant there in case I drew Fire Impulse, if in case I needed it, but... Yeah, you're not wrong, Lunal. That's why I'm not too worried about it. And, you know, at some point you should be worried about it, but not here. I'm going to go and play both Ledger Shredders, do some rummaging, some looting. We'll discard Izzet Charm, I guess. Hold up Izzet Charm / play Consider EOT. This presents some threats for them to deal with. They probably have a bunch of removal, so... Bana says, I started this format last week and thought Innistrad was legal. I kind of wish it was, to be honest. Wow, that's brutal. All right, we'll discard these two and hold Izzet Charm in case they try to kill Shredder. We'll get a Rummage and then maybe counter removal. So hope it's not Abrupt Decay, I guess. Maybe I should have played Consider in response, but... Alright, so we'll use our Izzet Charm to counter the Negate so we can keep this card draw. We'll keep the Ledger Shredder and we'll go ahead and play it. Now if they play 2 spells, we get a Connive. If we draw a land, we can activate Haul and attack. We have some flying pressure, so the Caryatid's not really an issue. Faithless Looting was much different than Gaze. Yeah, Faithless Looting could have been kind of messed up. Alright, move off the top would be nice. Alright, nice. I could wait, but if they play a fetch land, it could be bad. So let's just go ahead and kill it. Attack for 3. Don't want them to get that card advantage engine online, you know. That's a Lock Thwain. Land. Alright, well, we'll go ahead and activate. This forces a chub block from the Caryatid if they don't have an answer for it. And they didn't kill Ledger Shredder last turn, and they've been missing land drops. So I think they probably drew Castle Locthwain. So they're just going to take 3, draw a card. They probably should have drawn a card first, because they could have drawn an answer to this, and like a Fatal Push and pay 3. Feel like they're in some trouble now, unless they have Wrath plus something. I guess they could have drawn, like, you know, Languish plus with a land that kills land. What's it called? Wow, Traverse is kind of a fucked up draw. Could be anything. You think Ox of Agonis could go in this deck maybe over a Treasure Cruise, or just not good enough? Treasure Cruise is just way better. Ox, it's like hard to run out of cards. We literally only ran out of cards this game because our opponent hit us with Go Blank. Alright, so they play Tracker. Will give us a free loot. They can play Field of Ruin, get a thing, and they die to the Flyers now, unless they have Fatal Push also somehow. Yeah. Alright. Easy. So we'll bring in our things that let us go long. Narset, Chandra. Aether Gust is okay in the matchup. Most of their threats seem to be green. And I'll bring in a Negate as well, because it seems like it'll be okay. And then we can probably just trim some of our removal. The Axes seem mediocre, and the Flame Blast Bolts. And then we'll just keep, like, you know, 3 Impulse to kill some trackers and things, and hope we don't get run over by an early creature. But they're Caryatid, not Grim Flayer, so we probably won't need that much removal. Have you missed Thing Nice on the board? Not so far. I mean, we're 3-0. This is up a game here. I boarded in Thing Nice a couple times in the other version, and it never came close to flipping. So, I don't know. If you play 4 of them, you can draw it and play it on turn 2. But if you only play 2 of them, the odds of you drawing and playing on turn 2 are halved. And against the matchups where you need Thing in the Ice, you just need it on turn 2. You just don't have time. Because it's for the creature-based matchups, and they just hit the board running so quickly. Hey, Tandy, congrats on top 4 the other weekend. No, that wasn't me. It's Soul Strong. It's fine. The prowess list is good, though. I don't know how much different it is than the one the Outer House has been playing, though. Outer House, as far as I know, was the originator. All right, well, we have a Gust and an Expressive Iteration, which is nice, so... I like that we got hit with a Go Blank and still won, and we didn't even hit them with Phoenix, so they might not even know we have Phoenix. Hearse. Okay, we'll bring in some Abrades for next game. The card's just, like, so powerful against us. Gonna play Pathway on red. I want to hold the Sokenzan. It might be a way for us to generate a threat. Alright, we'll go ahead and play Iteration. We'll go Opt in hand, Spirebluff to the side, play Spirebluff, say go. What's up, Reptar? Yeah, discard. Whoops. I guess I was gonna discard anyway. Maybe I should have just waited on the iteration then. Discard an island. I will no play from them. This is all fine and good. Probably should play this as blue. Small mistake. Hopefully it doesn't bite us. I'm gonna attack for 2 and then play Chart of Course probably. Push a token. Okay. Alright, I'm gonna go ahead and play Narset. And minus. And they can kill it, but it'll take some work, and I get a card out of it, so... Take the Impulse, so I have an answer to the Hive. Okay. I would like to just draw some threats, you know? There we go. All right, if this is just Gargaroth, we have the Gust for it, and we can keep attacking. But I do need to draw something else to deal with it. But we have the iteration too. We got a lot of stuff to do. If this is Hive, activate attack for 6, then I'm in great shape. Gargaroth, okay. All right, and they're not going to attack with the Hearse. That's actually fine as well. Let's just bend this. All right, we found Ledger Shredder. That's good. I want to keep attacking. We'll just discard a Treasure Cruise. I'm going to play Consider and look for a land. They can crew to block, I guess. Okay. That'll probably be able to kill the thing, so that's fine. They can exile 4, but we can make it so we can kill it. So they'll just draw it again and play it, and we'll just double hit it. We have a blocker for this if we need. We have no spell mastery. Yeah, I can just play Consider. They can only exile 2, and we have 3 in the graveyard right now. Should be fine. I should be able to handle it. Now, if they play a sweeper here and then eat Phoenix, then maybe we're in trouble. I gotta rebuild with Shredder. Maybe play some Expressive Iteration or something. All right, that's fine. We'll pitch Cruise and Consider. We'll play Shredder. Attack for 4. Do I want to go an Expressive? Kinda. Just gonna discard the Steam Vents, I guess. We'll put, let's see, I guess I could play the land here in the Shredder. The Crackling Drake is maybe a little too slow. I might have to hold the Shredder, actually. Or maybe, shit. I think I have to hold the Shredder and play the land. Because I need to be able to discard the Spell Pierce next turn to put a thing in the graveyard. We might actually not be in good shape anymore. Because that Gargaroth could be troublesome. Maybe I just want the Crackling Drake, though. No tunage? Oh, it's just low, I guess. Turn it up a little. It's like quiet at some parts and loud at some parts. All right, we'll go Shredder in hand, Drake on bottom, land. Place is blue. This will push us towards Hall as well. All right, so they're gonna eat our 2, and then we might need to draw like something next turn to get the chain going. We could also just do super trades. I mean, that'll work. Glad we did this on red, huh? My instincts were correct. I actually missed lethal because I didn't discard a fire impulse. Oh, no, it wasn't lethal because I had this. That's fine. I want to play the new Green Pulse bounce spell, but I don't see many green cards. I don't even know what that is, Bonnet. You're gonna have to start saying the names of stuff. Alright. I'll keep this. We'll probably play Stormcarved on 1 so I can guarantee Shredder on 2. Shredder on 2 and then Shredder Opt on 3 would be ideal. Playing as an 0-4, that's your advice? See, I don't think that's possible. I guess I could start with an opt and look for a land. I just think that that's dangerous. You know, there's no need when we're on the play to risk it. Risk it for the Trisket. What up, Digital? Alright, Elvish Mystic. Lair of the Hydra. Could be anything. Get our Ledger Shredder online so we can get our cruise going quickly. We'll use our axe to slow him down. Maybe kill the Mystic. Kiora? Okay. Alright. We'll discard the Crackling Drake because it's just kind of expensive. I'm going to use my mana to kill things. Let's go opt looking for red source. So we can kill both elves and then attack Kiora for 3-ish. That's fine. We're doing great. I don't know if I need the other Ledger Shredder. I think I just want Phoenixes after this, so I think I'll just pitch the other Ledger Shredder. We're going to spend our mana just killing shit for basically the rest of the game. We'll attack Kiora, put her to 3. Next turn we'll kill her. Really constrict their mana. They could still play like a Troll or something here if they got it off the Kiora. We can cruise next turn. Might go Axe plus cruise. 4 mana here. What's this? Karn? Okay. We'll discard a charm, I think. Maybe an axe. I'm gonna discard axe and keep 2 charms. I wonder if they go get Tormod's Crypt and eat my graveyard. I think I'm okay with it. I'll just play Koi after that and use this to counter Storm the Festival. Hopefully they don't play the 5/6 flyer. But I already have a 4/6, so I don't know. Godfrey statue, okay. Alright, let's go attack the Karn. I'm gonna say go. I'm gonna counter the statue, hopefully. I think I want the other Izzet Charm. Yeah, I think I do. I don't really want the Sokenzan. Then the graveyard too. Bar is a good draw. So now they have 5 mana. Let's see what they find. They find another Kiora. Okay. Okay. So we'll just need we need to untap land. There we go. All right, so let's go face with everything. Maybe Kiora on 1. All right. That'll make their life a little harder. They're at 8. We have a bar to bounce a thing. Chromosphere, redeem this over 9,000. Oh! Cass says, Believer's feeling real smart right now. You're goddamn right. You're goddamn right. Keeping the Izzet Charm over Expressive Iteration like a champion. Champion. Hold on, I gotta do the hold on, it's over 9,000! Oh! Right? You get it? Because it's like, you know, Cyclops, or not Cyclops, who is it? Colossus? Alright, what do I board out here, huh? Axe's medium. Let's cut 2. Crackling Drake's fine. Narset, Chandra bad. Dispute bad. Fry, Abrade, all bad. Actually, Abrade might be okay. Do I maybe want to go like minus axes and the 2 chart and just bring it to Abrade? So I can kill like Godfrey statue or whatever. I don't hate it. Just kills Elf too. Abrade's just a good card. You don't get it? So it's from Dragon Ball Z, but also I just do the thing from Colossus on the old X-Men game. I will keep this hand. We could definitely get overwhelmed early if they have an explosive draw. They didn't play an elf on 1. That's great news for us. We get to go turn 1, nothing. Turn 2, Shredder. Wolfwell Haven's fine. Shredder time. Oh, I think I'd chill now, actually. Drew Negate. If they don't do anything, I might just put the Wolfwell on top of the deck. I'm not really afraid of anything for 4 mana. Put it on bottom, makes sense. I'm just gonna hold up a negate, I guess. I wonder if they attack with the lair. I kind of want to negate this. Is that weird? I just get to use my mana. I'll let it happen. I want to negate to, like, basically warp their whole turn. Alright, they found a forest, but I kind of just wanted to mana screw them. Alright, so they have a card in hand they just haven't cast yet. That's weird. Alright, let's go with this. Shroud them up. Next turn, we can probably bring Phoenix back if we get a little lucky. We'll just keep holding up Negate for a Planeswalker, though. It's pretty weird. I mean, it's from a video game. I don't know how else to explain it. You know? It's only weird if you've never played the video game. And that's fine if you haven't, you know? Oh, he says we're gonna get out. I see. Alright, I think we're dead here, though. We do have the Abrade for the Godfrey statue, if that's what they're going for. Alright, Storm the Festival. I feel like an idiot now. Hopefully it's not too bad. They had 2 more Cavaliers. That's pretty bad. That might be worst possible. Could be worst possible. I guess using the Aether Gust on the Wolf Willow was bad. I should have saved it for Cavalier. Now they're just going to combo off. I'm just going to concede. It's fine. You win. Alright, going for the final game. I think I'll keep not having the axes in. I don't mind the Angers, though. They kill Carroted as well as the Elves, and on the play, they're much better than on the draw. They can also do some combo killing on the 6 power creature, or the 6 toughness minion. What's it called? Cavalier Thorns and exile it, which is nice. I like this version so far. Every card has felt nice. The only thing that I'm upset about that game is that they just didn't play anything for me to kill. I feel like maybe I should have just played Shredder on 2 since but I don't know. I drew the Negate. They didn't play anything on 4. It was a very strange game. RMS. So the reason we're not playing the Trespass and the Galvanic and the Pieces of the Puzzle is because that combination of cards is lackluster with Ledger Shredder. Ledger Shredder really needs raw resources to loot away for Treasure Cruise. This build is like a much more like the versions of Phoenix we're used to seeing in like old Standard and things like that. Big Show, that means that whoever put it together didn't do that good job. I'll keep. Hopefully we just draw a land. Basically, it's Pieces of the Puzzle and Ledger Shredder don't really go together. And because of that, if you're going to play Ledger Shredder, I think you don't play Pieces. And because you don't play Pieces, you can't play Trespass. You have to play Pieces to turn on Trespass. Todd, what's the best roll? There's a place in Alabama that I'm particularly fond of. They had a thing called a Super Crunch. It was just like a really good fried roll, but I haven't had anything close to it since I've moved away. But it was literally just like spicy tuna with mayonnaise and it was deep fried. It was good. I put it on bottom. All right, we'll iteration now to look for lands. We hit, luckily. Okay, so we don't want Hall, so we'll go opt in hand, Hall on bottom, Pathway to the side, play Pathway, say go. Was it rock and roll sushi? No, it was just a little hole in the wall place. It was basically like my first fried sushi roll, and I just haven't stopped thinking about it. But all the things I've had since then were not as good. So, as far as fried rolls are concerned, I'm a big fan of nigiri. Nigiri is my thing. All right, I think I'm just gonna play Cruise for 4. Actually, let's go. We can go Flame Blast Bolt, Impulse Cruise. That's what much better. I was thinking I could maybe Anger, but I really want to play the Cruise. Now I can play Crackling Drake next turn, just sick. We just want to keep him off of Nykthos pips if we can. Haven's fine. Tapped maybe? Ooh, Shock's bad. Another Troll? Scary stuff. Scary stuff. Gus is a good draw. If they go Nykthos and then start doing some chain shit, that's bad news, Bears. We'll take the 4 for sure. This is a Planeswalker killer here. Crack Drake? Yeah, it's pretty good. Cavalier. We can beat Cavalier. We got the Gust. Alright, so they hit a land. They got Elf. Okay. Consider. Graveyard. Yep. Alright, so we can Anger plus Izzet Charm the Troll. Or we can just hold up Gust. I guess we can Gust this and attack. Alright, they're just gonna play it again, and then it's not a chump block, but we can Anger. I have Izzet Charm to protect a bit. If they play 2 spells pre-combat, this can block here. They should attack first if they're going to attack, but if they play 2 spells, we get to trigger this, which is nice. Cavalier resolves. They did not hit Nykthos, but they did hit Storm, so if they have land Nykthos, they can go for a Storm, but we can counter it. And we get to rummage with this. And we get to do the thing we did yesterday, where we get to anger and then attack. I will take the 4. Another troll. Okay. It's not GG. How are they just dead? We only have the 1 Phoenix, right? This is only 5 damage. They can block here. They take 6. I can only make this a 7. Am I missing something? If I find 1 mana spell with Opt, they're dead. Yeah, I'm just regretting discarding the Opt earlier. Yeah, I think I go for a 1 mana spell here. Alright, that'll probably do it. We'll go cruise hand, consider off to the side. Consider. No. Get back some Phoenixes. And that'll be all she wrote. And we got the 5-0. Easy.